Good morning and welcome to CAMBRACOLIAN Rail Lines. I'm Ian Kennedy. I'll be your tour guide for today. What we have here is a layout. We've just got the tracks down. Layout itself is about 5 months old, so it's slowly coming along, but I thought today I'd show you where we're at and tell you about some of the plans we have for the future. Anyway, what you're looking at right now on the left hand side is our little power plant, and that and along the whole wall that you're looking at will be raised, and it'll become kind of a mountain scene with a tunnel. And then we carry on down and over on the other side there is our crushing plant, and this will be our quarry, and once again it'll be the end of the mountain scene, and the mountain will come down and back down to the ground at this point. As you can see, we're fooling around with some buildings, just you know, what we have. We did have a previous layout, but we tore that up because we just outgrew our space. So right now we are experimenting, seeing where everything is going to fit and where it's going to look nice, and have the cars and trucks out there have to play with something. And our little town here. I'll just pause this for a sec. Okay, we're back again here. We're coming down the wall. Got some cars in the track. We once we got the track done and all the wires dropped and everything and wired in, we did power up, and we do have good power to all parts of the track. There's 31 different zones in here, and each zone is running 15 volts of power, which is nice and steady. We have a program track included, and the program track is running 10 volts, which is just proper. And we're coming around the corner here. You see the wall in the background. If you can just keep that wall in mind, I'll show you a picture in a moment of what's going to happen. And here we are again, following the tracks around. Now, one of the main tracks here, it carries on down that wall and goes to nothing, a hole in the wall. Okay, back again. We're at my computer now, and on my computer screen is the actual picture that is going to be the mural that goes on that wall. What this is basically, it's a single picture, and I've replicated it 5 times across a scene that is roughly 2 foot wide and 15 feet long, I would say. So what I've done, I've gone through, and once it was replicated, because it was replicated 5 times, we had 5 bridges in there. So I got rid of 4 of the bridges and replaced the scenery, did a bit of painting. The only thing is, I'd like to run a train right across the very center of it in the background. And on my layout, we'll build roads that'll meet up with the roads in this picture. So it should be interesting once we get it all done. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that picture. Now back to the other room. A little more about that hole in the wall later. Right now, the 3 buildings you're seeing, I was up at Olds, about 15 miles away from us, and I was in an old, I don't know, antique shop or second-hand shop, something like that, and I saw these 3 buildings sitting there. They're HO scale, or awful close to it, and they're all Christmassy, decorated up. So I asked the fellow what he wanted for them, and he said $1, and I said, well, I'll give you $1 for the 3, and he said okay. So I ended up with 3 buildings for $1. I thought that was pretty good. So we're going to have a mountain Christmas scene in here, and we'll have that all year. And pan out a bit. Here's our tunnel that you saw just previous there. That's our first one that we built, just an experiment. And we're carrying on down the track here. I'll just pause this for a minute and get repositioned. And we're back again, carrying on down the track. You can see our bit of a ladder there with the tracks. Here we go. And all the tracks will join and run down to the turntable there in the roundhouse. And across there. And we're back to basically where we started. Anyway, that's your little tour here. There's probably 260 feet of track laid so far. That equates to about 4.3 miles in real life. So thanks for watching today, and I'll report soon. Bye now.